What is going on, brothers? It's Mgtow, you're the name. Got a video for you. It's written title, Rights and Lefts. Here goes. So, I don't really support the Fresh and Fit podcast, and I don't have much compassion for those two tethers, but I'm going to go ahead and say it like this. Recently, there was a delusional trollop on that podcast who really believed that she could knock Myron Gaines out. You know, she could kick his ass. Now, obviously, the trollop that was on that podcast didn't realize that he used to be a Fed, FBI agent. And it's also obvious that this brain-dead trollop fell asleep watching Wonder Woman, drinks too much, and really does not live in reality. She doesn't live in reality, and neither do the trollops who agree with her idiocy. The notion that you can jump in any man's face and threaten to knock his ass out during these perilous times is weapons-grade stupidity, especially since resources are spreading thin. But this mentality is what these feminanuts, these femcells, psychotic malcontents, and these shaved ape simps have put into these trollops' heads. And it's pretty sad. And it's pretty stupid. You see, even men who are worth their salt, even they don't go around threatening to knock someone's ass out in public. They don't go on anyone's podcast threatening to knock someone's ass out. But these trollops have gotten so comfortable during this time of peace, even that's going away, that they can look somebody in the eye, look any man in the eye and say they can knock his ass out and kick his ass. And I think one of these trash bags was saying something like, well, I spar with my boyfriend. I'm like, no, sparring is not fighting. That's nothing. In an actual street fight, or in an actual situation where things like law and order go out the fucking window, you get stomped every goddamn time. But this mentality that these trollops have, it needs to go away, man. The femcells who put that in their heads and put the battery in their backs, they did them no favors. I mean, they really didn't, man, because, I mean, for instance, for tall brothers like myself, even I don't go around looking for fights. I don't do that. I live and let live. I like peace and quiet. But if you disturb my tranquility, or if you jump in my face, I'm going to regulate. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to regulate. Use your imagination. But that right there is a last resort. Hell, there are short men who don't go around looking for trouble neither. They don't go around threatening to fight other men like that. They don't do that. Because they know if they square off with other men, there's a good chance that they could get their wig split. The threat of violence is always there. I mean, hell, if you're a short person, you know how to fight, and you square off with a tall person who can fight, then if the tall person really decides to put the hurting on you, I mean, the punishment is tenfold. I mean, it wouldn't take much for them to maim or even delete you. But if you let these trollops tell it they can square off with any man, beat any man's ass because they fell asleep watching Wonder Woman or these other fictional twats they see on television. And today I just got to laugh. I've never run across any of these trollops trying to say it to me. I never run across them. Well, for one thing, I'm 6'4". I mean, I'm roughly the same height as Alistair Overeem. And despite my height, even I wouldn't fuck with someone like Alistair Overeem. That, like, Afro Dutch motherfucker. I mean, why would I fight somebody who sent 5 bouncers to the fucking hospital? Why the hell would I do that? I mean, I got the physical prowess. I mean, I'm a little bit heavier than he is, but I wouldn't fight him. I mean, I've had people ask me if I was related to Lawrence Taylor, if I was related to Francis Ngannou. I mean, somebody has to just ask these questions to these trollops. I'm like, look, you say you can kick some man's ass. So tell me, can you casually clear 400 pounds in a bench press? I know I can. Can you work for 11 hours or drive for 11 hours a day without, like, nodding off behind the wheel and killing somebody? I know I can. Can you move 700 pounds with a hand truck without losing your footing? I know I can. Can you leg press 600 pounds with little to no effort? I know I can. Oh, and before you serial paint sniffers and you trolls start saying something about BBC genetics, let me explain something to you. My father was an athlete. And for you guys who don't know anything about genetics or genetic ancestry, the men in this country who have West African ancestry, they have myostatin deficiencies. We have an ectin 3 gene. We also have fast twitch muscle fibers. And these genes are ideal for athletes. Ask Mike Tyson. Ask Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Ask Lawrence Taylor. Ask Ronnie Coleman. Despite my physical prowess, I live and let live. I don't go around trying to fight anybody. But these trollops in this day and age, these femcells, really believe they can kick anybody's ass because they're wide awake in dreamland. But I'm going to say it like this. If you put that kind of energy out to the world is going to try you one day. It's going to try you. That goes for all these trollops and all these shaved apes who like to talk foolish. As a matter of fact, in the scriptures, there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about people with foolish tongues. I think in Proverbs chapter 18, it says, a fool's lips bring strife, and his mouth invites a beating. Translation, if you talk reckless to the wrong person, you're liable to get your ass whooped. That's actually the scriptures. You won't hear that from your Sunday school teacher, will you? But yeah, this attitude, this notion that you can rub in any man's face or any man's podcast and knock his ass out, that needs to go away. That has to go away. But these trollops, I don't know, man. A lot of them are stuck on stupid. A lot of them have a death wish. A lot of them are just too far gone. They drink the feminine Kool-Aid. They watch Wonder Woman and all this other dumb shit. So they're floating up shit quickly at a paddle, man. They're determined to stay in fantasy land until reality hits them in the face. But that's their problem. But it's not what I think. How about you, brothers? What are your thoughts on the subject? Do you think that these trouts are out of line for getting in men's faces or telling them they can whoop somebody's ass or kicking a man's ass? What are your thoughts? Hit me up in the comment section. This is the line of Mgtow. That's all I got for you. If you like the video, like the commentary, feel free to subscribe. If you want to donate, visit my channel, you find a tip jar on the upper right hand side of the screen. There's a G+ icon. All right, fam. All right, brethren. You know it's real. You know it's in. Go away, Leroy. SYSBM. As for these ditch pigs, these femcels, and these fools who really believe that they can square off with any man they see because they drink the feminist Kool-Aid, give them nothing. This is Mgtow PSA. More to come. Stay tight. See you soon.